Are you having trouble starting your Kohler Courage engine? I would start mine, it would turn 1/4 of an inch and then click. Try another 3 times and get another 1/4 inch. Then try 4 or 5 more times and finally get it to budge another 1/4 inch, 1/2 an inch. All of a sudden it would start out of nowhere. I don't know how in the world it started, no more than the engine was turning. Through research and talking to repair shops, the consensus is that the automatic compression release has most likely broken in the engine. Unfortunately, you have to tear the engine down to find out. By that time, you're into the repair bill, $400, $500, $600, $700, depending on where you go. I also found out that Kohler had 3 generations of starters for this mower. The first 2 generations were barely enough to turn the engine when it was new. As the engine ages, so does the starter. The brushes wear down. You continue to get it hot trying to start it because it won't turn over. It just wears the starter out. The 3rd generation starter is the one I'm talking about today. The first 2 generations had 10 teeth. The 3rd generation has 9 teeth, so the torque is increased. Between that and the high output of the starter, my understanding is that it's roughly 80 pounds more torque. I replaced this starter that I had on this mower with the 3rd generation starter, and the mower now starts like a brand new one. My understanding, even if the ACR is broken in the engine, this 3rd generation starter has enough torque to start it anyway. Don't waste your time going on Amazon looking for a truly Kohler OEM 3rd generation starter. There are a lot of ads that claim that that's what they sell. But when they say OEM part number, they don't mean that it's really a Kohler brand starter. They're saying that the part number that they're giving you is an OE part number. Yeah, it's an OEM part number, but the starter isn't. When you go in and look at the ad, these starters are aftermarket. Okay, this is not something you need to mess around with. Mine cost $144 for the starter. I bought it from a website online. I will show you the address. I don't know these people. I don't make any money off of it. But it fixed my problem. My mower starts like a brand new mower. I would have never thought it would make this much difference. Had already replaced the battery, and the next step was going to be the ACR. This fixed my problem. There are 2 different starters that are 3rd generation. They're both 3rd generation, but one does not have the solenoid attached to the side of the starter, just like this one. The other part number is for a starter that does have the solenoid on the side. So look at your starter and see if you have the solenoid attached to the starter. If it's not, then it's one particular part number. If it does, then it's the other. There's only 2. Trust me, this is a whole lot easier than taking it to a shop. There's only 2 bolts that hold this starter on. And then you have the electrical connection. Very simple to take apart. You have to loosen these 2 bolts. Take the bolts off that hold the tank in place. Once you do that, you raise the tank up high enough that you can get between here and loosen 2 screws that hold the back of the cover on. There are 2 screws that hold the front of the cover on. There are a couple of screws that hold the side on. This is one of them. You don't have to take the part apart. You just have to take that one bolt out and just let it sit free. And then you have this one. Once you lift the cover off, you're ready to replace the starter. It's an easy fix. It cost me $144 shipped to me. And here is the picture, or here is Here's the paperwork from where I ordered mine. Like I said, it cost me $144 to have it shipped to me. And this is the part number for the one that does not have the solenoid attached to it. Anyway, I hope this helps. Leave a like if it does, and comment, especially if it helps solve your problem. It fixed mine completely. I was really amazed that it could completely fix the problem. I was hoping it would start, but I didn't think it would start like a new mower.